Today, Israel is considered as one of the highest tech superpowers that exports the top weapons to almost all of the countries. But it required the country to go through a lot of struggle period to come to this position today. Israel Defense Forces, also known as the Hebrew in Israel, is the military forces of the state that has its origin long back in 1904 to the Jewish paramilitary organizations. The military forces of the country consist of Air Force, Ground Force, and Navy. The country was founded in 1948, and this is when the Defense Minister David Ben-Gurion issued an order to form the Israel Defense Force. So the force was officially formed on 26th of May 1948. The military power of Israel was not strong enough, and eventually with time, they become stronger to call themselves as the strongest. The story of Israel and how they became the military power is discussed here in details. It was in 1950 when the country first set off their delegation for South America. They were extremely desperate for this delegation, even though they had no such natural resources like oil or minerals. But their inspiration could not stop them from doing what they desired. Israel then started selling fake teeth, kerosene stovetop, and oranges to other countries. They had a true struggle time during then. Anyways, they finally did it, and after 35 years in 1985, they finally became the largest drone exporter of the world. They struggled a lot to reach this position, but what actually helped them in securing this position are explained below. The first reason that contributed to their superpower is the investment towards research and development team. The country ensures to spend around 4.5% of the GDP for the R&D team, and 30% of that amount goes to the military product. This amount is really high, while other countries spend a very less amount for the military product and R&D. The second thing that helps the country to witness such growth is their excellent innovative and creative nature. All the Israelis get the military training service definitely. So, while young people of other countries get busy in their college and other tasks, the Israeli get their compulsory military training during then. And finally, it is their sharp and strong mind which helps them to reach this peak position. The Israelis had to fight for existence almost every decade, and this has made them really strong enough in the future. Here is a list of the powerful weapons and military products of Israel that made them the true military power. Merkava. Merkava tank was used by the Israelis first during 1948, and then it was added to the Israeli Defense Force during 1979. The IDF had several foreign tanks, but all of them were replaced by Merkava in 1979, as it allowed the people to focus on optimizing the design that fits the environment. However, several modifications are being done on the Merkava with time that enhance its capabilities to combat the low-intensity and urban fight. F-15I Thunder. This is another strong, versatile, and effective weapon of Israel that has the capability of playing a key role in any strike of Israel against Iran. It has several core capabilities that are proved useful as one of the best air-to-air combat platform. This weapon too joined the Israel Defense Force in 1970, and eventually, Israelis have transformed it into one of the most striking platform working really hard. Jericho 3. Jericho 3 is one such ballistic missile in Israel that can ensure that any kind of nuclear attack against Israel by any country, the result will be horrible. The attacking country will meet the devastating retaliation definitely. This ballistic missile is not just capable of striking targets in the Middle East, rather all other countries including Europe, North America and Asia too will be treated equally by the Israelis. Dolphin. This is a diesel-electric submarine which can handle all kind of mission by the IDF. This dolphin can handle all kind of tasks seamlessly, starting from sinking, interdicting the enemy ship, delivering special forces to the unfriendly coastline, and more. So even though Israelis have made a huge investment for this dolphin, this is really a very potential weapon to them. Israeli soldier. Finally, all the weapons that are handled by the soldiers are very competent. All the soldiers, sailors, and army force are very competent, who are recruited following a very strict rule. The soldiers are trained extremely well so that they can show their potential at the fullest. Drones. Drones are another strong weapon of Israel, and they are the biggest supplier of drones as of now to all the countries. The first use of drone by Israelis was witnessed during 1979, and they employed the first combat drone in 1982, which is called a Scout. This was the beginning, and since then, they have become a super supplier of drones. In 2010, 5 NATO countries have filed Israelis drones in Afghanistan. Heron TP is the largest unmanned drone of Israel that is able to carry almost 1-ton payload and can stay in the airborne for 24 hours. Robotic border patrols. Israel is the owner of robotic weapon as well, which is an unmanned ground vehicle that is meant to keep the soldiers at the safe side. Guardium is one such robotic border patrol of Israel, which is a Tomcar Jun buggy type vehicle. It integrates a camera, sensor, and weapons. The robot is handled by a soldier who sits miles away in the command center, making the robot completely autonomous. Also, Israel has many more weapons such as mini-spy satellite, top-secret tank, etc., which altogether made it highly powerful to combat with any country in any situation. Israelis have applied all the special tactics, technologies, and their innovative and creativeness in making the powerful weapons with time that help them become a superpower today.